Welcome to season 1 of our brand new podcast, Hey Emma, highlighting the issues of being a teenager.
We'll focus on the similarities and differences in the way we think about a variety of situations in our lives.
Join us on this journey as hopefully it'll be interesting, humorous, and eye-opening to see how a teenage girl thinks today and how her dad supports, opposes, and sometimes changes his mind.
Hey Emma.
Yeah, Dad?
I'm going to let you take the reins of the podcast today and discuss ways of managing anxiety throughout the day.
Let's do it. Welcome to season 1, episode 2 of Hey Emma, managing general anxiety and stress. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the different ways that we relieve stress and help calm ourselves down. So, Daddy, would you like to start? What is one method that you use to calm yourself down when you get either agitated or way too excited?
Oh, for the longest time, since I was really, really young, I would listen to really heavy hard rock music, and that would help me to relieve my stress. I mean, back then it was AC/DC, it was Metallica, Van Halen. I was listening to that stuff and just banging my head until the stress went away. And frequently it would calm me down so much that I'd actually fall asleep.
Listening to heavy rock music?
Yep, definitely.
Okay. I know you've showed me this one song, One by Metallica, that has also helped me to calm myself at times too. So.
How does it do that?
It's a long song, One, so you get to calm down. So it gives you some time to calm down, but it's also just the music, and it just, I don't know, it gets you, like it strikes you as calming music, even though it's very... it's like a rock song. It helps calm your nerves because it's such a heavy song that
it is. It's
like really, reverse psychology.
It's kind of a beautifully crafted song because it starts out really slow and mellow. However, it's ominous. It's quiet, but it's ominous. It's got this whole minor chord thing going on, and it's surprising how by the end of the song the tempo is crazy fast and the guitars are screaming, and the guitar and the drums are almost in lockstep, and the whole time you want to just whip your head back and forth and bang your head, and then then the song just finishes, and it's like dead air after that, and it's just almost like relief. It's really a really well-crafted song, especially for somebody who's looking for stress relief. Yeah. If you're not into that kind of music, I wouldn't recommend it for stress relief, but it works for me. Yeah,
well, I think just listening to music in general, too, is definitely a stress reliever, or listening to music that you enjoy really calms you down. Like, there's this one song that I listen to that really gets me happy. It's from a movie, but it's still like a song that every time I hear it, I always want to get up and dance, and I'm always really involved in the song because it's such a happy and upbeat song. So it's not just like rock music that can get you; it's any music that helps calm you down.
What's the name of that song? Happy?
No, it's Get Back Up Again.
And it's from what?
From the movie Trolls.
I don't know if I've ever heard it.
It's a really upbeat song. She's staying positive throughout the whole thing, and eventually she starts to kind of trail off because she's trying to accomplish this goal, and it's taking her a while, and it's really stressful, but she stays positive throughout the whole thing, and eventually she kind of leans off of it, but then she's strong throughout the whole thing.
Wow. Sounds like a great song. And I'm sure I probably heard it because I saw the movie, but I just can't recall that song offhand.
Yeah.
One of the other things, and I haven't done this in quite a while, is I used to listen to classical music too. And one of the ones that really connected with me was, I believe it's Beethoven's Sixth Symphony. It's Pastoral. And it literally almost takes you on this mental journey through a springtime in the countryside. It's just really a beautiful piece, and as you listen to the music, you can almost envision yourself in the countryside with blooming trees and birds chirping, and it's just really a beautiful piece.
Yeah, there's this one classical song that's by Johann Bach, I think, and it's prelude in C major, but it's just it's like repeating the same pattern over and over again, but it changes like it changes tempo. It can go like speed up or slow down, and it changes the notes that it's using for that same pattern over and over again. But I really enjoy that song. I don't know why it struck out to me, but I played it once like on this little like game app, and I've always loved it ever since.
Wow.
So
it's nice how like the games actually expose you to different kinds of music too.
Yeah, definitely. So going back to stress relievers, one stress reliever that really helps me is slowing down my breathing. Like, there's this one technique that I just recently learned called rainbow breathing, where you make a rainbow with your hands. Like, you bring your hands up in a rainbow, and in the upwards arc, you inhale, and when you're going down, you exhale. And that's I've used it a lot since I've heard about it, and it really helps me a lot because it's fun to hear, and it's fun to do, and it's also really calming.
It's very visual too, it sounds like.
Yeah, it really is, and it helps calm me down a lot. So
I remember that we had talked once about, I think it was figure 8, or it was infinity breathing. That's what it was, because you take, as you're calming yourself down, you're actually drawing a small infinity symbol on the desk or on your leg or wherever you happen to be. And it's subtle enough that people don't notice it. But as you're drawing the infinity symbol, you're focusing on your breathing too. So you breathe in, during the top part of the infinity symbol, and you breathe out during the bottom part of it. Mm-hmm. And so it just helps you to focus your breathing and focus only on that and not about the things that are causing you the anxiety. So
yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely, I've noticed that there's more subtle ways to control yourself, and there's like big gestures to control yourself. Like, you can listen to really loud music, or you could do the rainbow breathing, but then there's also the doing the secret thing, like right before a test, to do the infinity breathing. And
yeah, that would be really good before a test, just to calm yourself down before.
I think the different scenarios really help to know what type of breathing or stress relieving to do. So.
It just seems to me like it'd be kind of funny if you were sitting at your desk doing the rainbow breathing right before a test with the big arm gestures and
yeah, they think you're crazy.
You'd have to be building up more anxiety because your classmates would be staring at you going, "What is she doing?"
Yeah. So what is another stress reliever that you do?
Running. When the weather's nice, I run. I enjoy it. I don't like long distance running. I have a real big problem with it. I can run about a mile and then I get bored. And it's just mental boredom that I really don't like. I love sprinting. If I can run as fast as I can for a short distance, I love that. And it gets my heart rate up, and it just helps everything just melt away. So that's one thing I really enjoy.
I'm not really into like fitness type things, but I think definitely doing the short distance like really quickly, like if it's just to the end of the street, and like when I'm trying to go get Lauren from the bus stop, it really helps me to calm down, and then I feel relieved and exhilarated, and all that just washed away because now I have this new excitement in me.
Yep. But
another thing I like to do that's fitness, but it's not like horribly fitness, is yoga.
Not horribly fitness.
It's not like you're
what that's supposed to mean.
It's not like you're pushing your limits too much. Like, it's not heavy breathing. Yoga I really enjoy. I just started getting into it in my gym class, but I always enjoy it. I love doing the different poses, even though half of them hurt me sometimes, and they're very hard poses to do, but I still enjoy like doing the different poses and getting to then share them with my family. And we even did one yoga night once because I was so excited about it.
That was so cool. The 5 of us were all upstairs on the mats and on the carpet and doing yoga poses. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, and like I love all the poses that I get to learn, and it has really helped calm me down. I have gym class first period, so it kind of helps calm me down to proceed to the rest of my classes. And I really do. I actually physically feel a calmness throughout my whole body because I've stretched and I've breathed, and it really helps.
That's really cool. It's something that you should really, continue doing even after gym class is over.
Yeah. Another thing that I use to help calm myself out, I think, is getting involved with people. I might be angry at one thing or doing this one thing, but once I start talking to someone or hanging out with my friends and getting involved with people, then I ended up forgetting what I'm angry about, which kind of helps.
That always helps.
Yeah, it helps get rid of that feeling, but being around people and talking to them, it brings you out of that, that isolation that you put yourself in from that anger and that stress. So
it helps to break the cycle, because when you're angry and stressed or frustrated, your mind tends to replay the frustration over and over and over again, and that just feeds the frustration.
Yeah.
If you can talk to somebody or something to do something to break your cycle, to break that cycle of thinking, then it helps to relieve it pretty quickly that way.
Yes, it really does. So those are some ways to help relieve your stress if you ever need any help. So that was all for the podcast. We'll see you next time.
Have a great week.
Okay, bye. If you like this podcast, please click the like button so more people can find our podcast. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get updates when the latest episode drops. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, you can email us at dad@growingwithgirls.com. And of course, more information can be found at our website, growingwithgirls.com. Speak at you next time.